Hello everyone, today we are discussing the remaining problems of exercise 10.3 of the chapter 10 straight lines. The first question we are dealing with is question number 13, which is find the equation of the right bisector of the line segment joining the points 3, 4 and -1, 2. So what we need is we have to find out the equation of the right bisector. Means this line is given, that means the points on this line is given. Suppose it is -3, 4 and -1, 2 points on the given line, and this is the required line. This is the required line. This is the right bisector, that means it will be at perpendicular to this line, that means the product of the slopes will be -1 and it will be passing through this midpoint of this line. Now first we have to find out the midpoint of this line segment joining 3, 4 and -1, 2. So the midpoint of the line segment joining 3, 4 and -1, 2 is, how you are finding out? x1 plus x2 by 2 comma y1 plus y2 by 2. So here x1 y1 x2 y2. So we'll get this as 3 -1 by 2 comma 4 plus 2 by 2, which is equal to 2 by 2 comma 6 by 2, that is 1 comma 3. So 1 comma 3 is the midpoint, means this is the point 1 comma 3. Now what you need, you have to find out the slope of this line so that you can find out the slope of the required line. Okay, now slope of the line joining 3, 4 and -1, 2 is y2 minus y1 by x2 minus x1, right? So here again you will get 2 minus 4 divided by -1 minus 3. So it is -2 by -4, which is 1 by 2. So slope of this line is 1 by 2. Now what will be the slope of the required line? Therefore slope of the required line is negative reciprocal of slope of the other one. Okay, so what you will get, slope of the line, which is, suppose this is line 1, the slope of equation number 1 will be -1 by 1 by 2, which is -2. So slope of the required line is -2. Now we'll find out the equation of the line, because the line is passing through the point 1, 3 and it is having the slope as -2. Okay, therefore the equation of the required line or the right bisector is, you will use y minus y naught equal to m into x minus x naught, because you know the slope and the point through which it is passing. So here what is your y naught and x naught? This is your x naught y naught. So you'll get equation of the right bisector passing through the point 1, 3 and with slope -2 is y minus y naught will give you 3 is equal to m is -2 into x minus x naught is 1. So that y minus 3 is equal to -2x plus 2. That is 2x, this will come here, 2x plus y minus 5 equal to 0. So this is the required equation of the line. Next is question number 14. Find the coordinates of the foot of the perpendicular from the point -1, 3 to the line 3x minus 4y minus 16 equal to 0. So you need to find out, you have been given a line, you have to find out the foot of the perpendicular, means this is the line 3x minus 4y minus 16 equal to 0, given line, and you have to find out this one, that is foot of the perpendicular, means this you is, if you have been given an equation, suppose equation of the line is ax plus by plus c equal to 0, then equation of the line perpendicular to it will be, then equation of the line perpendicular to this one will be of the form, you have to just take this b and its negative will be the coefficient of x, that means it will become minus bx, plus coefficient of x will be taken as the coefficient of y, so plus ay, plus it will differ by a constant, so it will become b. So this will be the equation of any line which is perpendicular to a given line which is of the form ax plus by plus c equals. Now here you have, here the equation, given equation of line is 3x minus 4y minus 16 equal to 0. That means a is b here, b is minus 4 and c is minus 16, right? So therefore equation of the perpendicular line will be, how you have to make, minus bx, that means you have to take the negative of this coefficient of x, so it will be 4 into x plus coefficient of x which is 3 into y plus k equal to 0. So this is the equation of the line which is perpendicular to the given line. Okay, let this be equation number A. Now we need to find out this constant so that we get the equation of the line. Okay, so for that we have this point to be on this line. Now your equation is actually 4x plus 3y plus k equal to 0, and we know that this point is on that line, required line. So that point will satisfy the equation of the line. Since minus 1 comma 3 is a point on the line A, minus 1 comma 3 will satisfy the equation A, right? That means you can replace x and y with minus 1 and 3 respectively. That is 4 into minus 1 plus 3 into 3 plus k is equal to 0. That means you will get minus 4 plus 9 plus k is equal to 0, which implies this will give you 5 plus k equal to 0 or k is equal to minus 5. That means you got the equation now. Therefore, the equation of the perpendicular line is 4x plus 3y minus 5 equal to 0. Now, in order to find out the foot of the perpendicular, and you have, so I'm just replacing this with minus 5. You have two equations and their point of intersection is this q, that is the foot of the perpendicular. So now what we will do is, we will just solve the two equations. Either you can use elimination method or substitution method or cross multiplication method. Here I am using cross multiplication method to solve and get the value of x and y, which will be the foot of the perpendicular q. Okay. Now I have taken the two equations together, that is the given equation as well as the equation which we have found out of this line. Okay. Now we are going to solve this by cross multiplication method. What is cross multiplication method? First you have to write x, y, 1. Then you have to write b1, b2, which is minus 4, 3. Then minus 16, minus 5. Then 3, 4. Then minus 4, 3. So you will get x by cross multiplying, you will get 20 plus 48 is equal to y by minus 64 plus 15 equal to, here you will get 1 by 9 plus 16. That is x by 68 is equal to y by minus 49 is equal to 1 by 25. Now equating these two, you will get x is equal to 68 by 25 and y is equal to minus 49 by 25. The foot of the perpendicular is actually q, and which is your x comma y, that is the point of intersection will be your value of x and y. Therefore, the foot of the perpendicular q is, what is the coordinate? 68 by 25 comma minus 49 by 25. Okay. Question number 15 is the perpendicular from the origin to the line y equal to mx plus c meets it at the point minus 1 comma 2. Find the value of m and c. So this is the given equation, that is y equal to mx plus c, and the point origin is taken as p, and from there you are taking the perpendicular. It meets the line on the point is given as minus 1 comma 2, that is taken as q. Okay, so what we need to find out? M and c. For that, first we will find out what is the equation of this line PQ. Okay, so equation of the line PQ is, what is the formula? Y minus y1 equal to y2 minus y1 by x2 minus x1 into x minus x1. You have 2 points on the line, so you can use 2-point form, replacing the values. This is your x1 y1, this is your x2 y2. So you will get y minus 0 is equal to y2 is 2 minus y1 is 0 divided by x2 is minus 1 minus 0 into x minus x1 is again 0. So you'll get y is equal to, here what you will get, minus 2, this is x, so minus 2x. Now from this we can just write the slope of this line. What will the slope of, therefore slope of this line, what will be that? It is in the form y equal to mx plus c, right? So this is the slope, minus 2 is the slope. The slope of the line PQ is, how much you are getting? Minus 2. Okay, so this is the slope. So what will be the slope of this line y equal to mx plus c? Because they are perpendicular to each other, it is given perpendicular to each other, you can say that slope of the line y equal to mx plus c will be negative reciprocal of this one. So you will get 1 by 2. Okay, now you got the slope. So therefore what will be the equation? Therefore the equation becomes y equal to 1 by 2x plus c. So you got actually the slope, and for one thing was your slope, m is your slope, and now you need to find out what is y-intercept. For that, what we will use is, since this point minus 1 comma 2 is on the line y equal to mx plus c, it will satisfy the equation. Okay, so that it will help you to find out what is the value of c. Since minus 1 comma 2, that is q, lies on the line y equal to mx plus c or y equal to 1 by 2 x plus c, it satisfies the equation. So you'll get, instead of y you can use 2 is equal to 1 by 2 x minus 1 plus c. So what you are getting, this will give you 2 is equal to minus 1 by 2 plus c, which is 2 plus 1 by 2 equal to c, or c is equal to 5 by 2. And this was the question, that is you need to find out what is m and what is c, or else you can just write, therefore the equation is y equal to 1 by 2 x plus 5 by 2. So this is your m, this is c. Implies m is equal to 1 by 2, c is equal to 5 by 2. Okay. Next question is question number 16. If p and q are lengths of perpendiculars from the origin to the lines x cos theta minus y sin theta equal to k cos 2 theta and x sec theta plus y cosec theta equal to k respectively, prove that p square plus 4q square equal to k square. So here we need just the length of the perpendicular formula. We will apply for both the equations, and then we will find out what will be this left hand side. Okay, so length of perpendicular from, suppose x1 y1, that is your formula, to the line ax plus by plus c equal to 0 is what? How it is? The formula is, that is mod of ax1 plus by1 plus c divided by root of a square plus b square, right? So you will replace your x and y from the equation with this point. So here p is given to be a length and q is also a length to this line. So we'll find out both the things. So length of the perpendicular from, what is the point here, from the origin. So the point is 0, 0. Instead of x1, y1, you have 0, 0 to the line, and line is this, x cos theta minus y sin theta. It is equal to k cos 2 theta. So I am making it as plus c equal to 0 I need. So I am making it as minus k cos 2 theta equal to 0. Now you can just compare these two. So here you can just see that instead of A you have cos theta, instead of B you have minus sin theta, and C you have minus k cos 2 theta. So what will be that is, again that is given to be P. So we will write left hand side as P and the right hand side as using the formula, which will be capital A. What is A here? Cos theta. Cos theta into x1 is 0 plus what is B? Minus sin theta. So the coefficient of y will be B. So here you have minus sin theta. So it is minus sin theta into what is y1? Again 0. So this is your x1, y1 comparing with this. And here you will have A, B and C. Okay. Plus C. So C is this one. Minus k cos 2 theta. So minus k cos 2 theta. Divided by root of A square plus B square. What is A? Again cos theta. So cos square theta it will become plus minus sin square theta. My negative of the whole square will give you again positive. So it is sin square theta. Now cos square theta plus sin square theta is 1. So that you will have only the numerator, and the term of numerator means here it is 0. This is also 0. So you will get only this one in the numerator. Minus k cos 2 theta inside the mod. Therefore it will become k cos 2 theta as the distance. Next you have to find out what is Q. So length of the again perpendicular from 0, 0 to the line. What is the line here? Second one, that is x sec theta plus y cosec theta minus k equal to 0 is, what is that given to be Q? So I'll write Q is equal to again mod of, instead of A you have sec theta, so sec theta into 0 plus instead of B you have cosec theta into again y1 is also 0 plus C, which is minus k divided by root of A square plus B square will give you sec square theta plus cosec square theta. Okay. Now here numerator you will have only minus k inside the mod, and this we will change in terms of sin and cos. What is sec? 1 by cos. So you will get 1 by cos square theta here plus cosec square is 1 by sin square. Okay. Again taking the LCM you will get, this will become okay positive, divided by this will give you sin square theta plus cos square theta in the numerator of this term divided by cos square theta sin square theta. Right. So that will come up, this one will go there and it will become, this is again 1. So it is root of cos square theta into sin square theta into you have a k divided by root of sin square theta plus cos square theta. This is 1 and this will give you sin theta cos theta only because it is inside the root. So it is k sin theta cos theta divided by 1, or you can say this much is your Q. Now I am just simplifying this because the angle here which I got is 2 theta. So I am just making this as 2 theta. What I need to do is I need a 2 here. So I am just multiplying and dividing with 2 so that this become 2 sin theta cos theta, and this will give you k by 2. This is sin 2 theta. Now you can see both of them have the same angle. Okay, now you got P as k cos 2 theta and Q as k by 2 sin 2 theta. Now we'll go for what has to be proven. Therefore P square plus 4Q square is equal to, replace the value, k cos 2 theta the whole square plus 4 into k by 2 sin 2 theta the whole square. This will give you k square cos square 2 theta plus 4 into, this is k square divided by 4 sin square 2 theta. 4 gets cancelled. Now you can see k square is common, take it out, remaining is your cos square 2 theta plus sin square 2 theta. Again with the same angle 2 theta, you have cos square plus sin square will give you 1. Therefore, this is k square into 1 or k square. So you got p square plus 4q square is equal to k square. Okay. Next question is question number 17. In the triangle ABC with vertices A 2, 3, B 4, -1 and C 1, 2, find the equation and the length of the altitude from the vertex A. So this is a triangle taken A, B, C as the vertices and drawn an altitude AD which touches BC at D. Okay. So we need to find out what is the equation of AD and the length of this, that is from this point to this line, what is the length or what is the distance, that also we need to, perpendicular distance we have to find out. Okay, so for that first we will start with the slope of this line, because since AD and BC are perpendicular to each other, this will help us to get the slope of the line AD. Okay, so first we will find out what is slope of BC. Slope of the line BC will be y2 minus y1, this is x1, y1, x2, y2. So you get y2 minus y1 by x2 minus x1. What is that? 2 minus 1 divided by x2 is 1 minus 4. So you'll get 3 by minus 3 which is equal to minus 1. So slope of BC is minus 1. Now since BC and AD are perpendicular, AD perpendicular to BC, we have slope of AD is equal to negative reciprocal of slope of BC. So you will have minus 1 by minus 1 which is equal to 1. So slope of AD is 1. Now you have slope and a point on the line AD. Therefore, equation of the line AD will be is what you will use, point and slope. So you will use y minus y naught equal to m into x minus x naught form, because you know what is x naught y naught. This will act as x naught y naught and this is acting as m, slope. So you'll have y minus y naught is 3 is equal to m is 1 into x minus 2. That is y minus 3 is equal to x minus 2, or x minus y will go there. So this will also go there. So it will be minus 2 plus 3 which is plus 1 equal to 0. So x minus y plus 1 equal to 0 is the equation of AD, right? Now what you need? Again you need to find out, this is over, you have to find out the length of the altitude. Now length of the altitude means we will treat this as the point x1, y1. From x1, y1, what is the length of the perpendicular to this line? Okay, so for that first we need what is the equation of this line BC. Okay, equation of the line BC. How will you find out? You can use either 2-point form or y minus the same thing. So 2-point form means it is y minus y naught is equal to y2 minus, that is actually your this one slope. Okay, so I'm just writing m into x minus x naught like this. So you will take this as your x naught y naught, or you can substitute y minus y1 equal to like this, right? This is y2 minus y1 by x2 minus x1, which is already you got. We need to substitute only. This is equal to minus 1 for the slope of BC into here y minus y naught, y1 will be 1 minus 1, so it is plus 1, and here you will have 4. Okay, so that you are getting y plus 1 is equal to minus x plus 4, or you will get x plus y, this is going here, so you will get x plus y minus 3 equal to 0 as the equation of line BC. Now we will treat this as ax plus by plus c equal to 0 and the point 2, 3 as x1, y1, and find out the length of the perpendicular. Okay, so length of the perpendicular from the point A, from A, what is A given as 2, 3 to the line x plus y minus 3 equal to 0 is, what will be that formula? Mod of ax1, right? A is here 1, B is also 1. So you'll get 1 into x1 is 2, y1 is 3, plus 1 into 3, minus 3. This is your ax1 plus by1 plus c divided by root of a square plus b square, 1 square plus 1 square. What is this? Here you will get, this will get cancelled and you are getting mod of 2 by root 2 or root 2 units. Okay, so that is the length of the perpendicular from A to the line, and the equation also you got. Question number 18 is, if P is the length of perpendicular from the origin to the line whose intercepts on the axis are A and B, then show that 1 by P square is equal to 1 by A square plus 1 by B square. So, since the intercepts on the axis are given, what will be the equation of the line? It will be intercept form. Okay, so we will write equation of the line will be, which form you will use? X by, intercept is given, so x by A plus y by B equal to 1. Now again, what is given? P is the length of the perpendicular to this line. So this is given to be P, and this is the equation. Now what we are doing is we are just changing this equation in ax plus by plus c equal to 0 form, so that we can use the formula for length of perpendicular. So what you will get here is AB in the denominator, bx plus ay is equal to 1, or bx plus ay equal to ab, that is bx plus ay minus ab equal to 0. So this is your ax plus by plus c equal to 0. So I am writing bx plus ay minus ab equal to 0 as this line, and this distance is given and it is from the origin. Okay, so we are just now using the formula for what is the perpendicular distance. Therefore, length of the perpendicular from origin, so it is 0 0 to the line bx plus ay minus ab equal to 0 is, what is given? It is given to be P. So you will write P is equal to, what's the formula? Mod of ax1 plus by1 plus c divided by root of a square plus b square, that we are going to use here. So you will have, instead of a you have small b into, this is your x1 y1, so b into 0 plus this is your capital B when comparing. So you will get small a into 0, again y1 is 0, plus c which is minus ab divided by root of coefficient of x and y the whole square adding, so b square plus a square you will get here. So this one becomes mod of minus ab by root of b square plus a square, or ab by root of b square plus a square, right? That is P. Now what we need is, we have to reach 1 by P square. So first we will just square both the sides, so that this will give you P square is equal to a square b square by b square plus a square. The root will go after squaring. Okay, this is from squaring. Now what, we will take the reciprocal. We need 1 by P square, so taking reciprocal, you will get 1 by P square is equal to b square plus a square. This will change its order, that is denominator will become numerator, a square b square. Now again we are just splitting the two, because denominator is a product. You can just split the two terms as b square by a square b square plus a square by a square b square, which is equal to 1 by a square plus 1 by b square. So you got 1 by P square is equal to 1 by a square plus 1 by b square, which you need to show. Okay.